60 seconds.
Great.
What else? We got the guy with the fish.
Great, hon, what are you doing up here? You know you're not allowed up here anymore.
Hey, Raul here. Let's rock. You can start off by telling me how many people want to play. Number one player. Hey, don't sweat it. One's better than nothing, right? Okay, so you want the 7-question tournament length game or the big 21-question kahuna? All over it, thanks. Listen up. This couldn't be any simpler. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. You got it? Looky here. Use one of these buttons to buzz in. Then choose your answer by hitting one of the 4 buttons over here on the right, okay? Okay.
10 seconds.
And
9,
go to black.
8.
All right, have a good
7.
one, everybody.
Graphics ready
6,
to roll. Bring up the
5,
logo.
4, 3.
Heavenly Critters Pet Cemetery. For those times when your love doesn't fit in a shoebox.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome. Hi, hello. This is You Don't Know Jack. I'm Cookie, and you're pathetic. Playing by yourself? Go read a book. Oh, all right, whatever. Ah, the game of solitaire. That's okay. I'm here alone, too. So let's get it on. Category, please. Well, what do we have here? Train in vain. How does $2,000 sound? Think fast. If you eat a sub sandwich named after America's oldest subway system, what will you be shoving in your mouth? A Philly cheesesteak, a Boston grinder, a New York hero, or a New Orleans po' boy?
L is for loser.
Should have picked this. Over 100 years old, the United States' oldest subway is in Boston. All you gotta do is scrape off the mayo and it's still good. Okay, I need a category. Well, looks like this category is Justice is blind and she has bad breath. $1,000 if you get it. All right, say you decide to turn to a life of crime, but you get caught right away because you forgot to wear a mask, and then you go before a grand jury. If the grand jury decides that your crime is bad enough to go to trial, which of these will probably hear your case? A snotty jury, a petty jury, a whiny jury, or a greedy jury? A petty jury is the name for your average run-of-the-mill 12-person or less jury. And that grand jury is so grand with their fancy clothes and their nice cars and their butlers. They make me sick. I need a category.
One, two, praise the almighty three.
This one's called Rotting Flesh in Your Pockets. $1,000 at stake on this one. Let's rock. Imagine you're walking home late one night and get mugged by a guy demanding all of your dead presidents. Because the guy on this bill was never a president, which could you keep? Your $1 bills, your $5 bills, your $10 bills, or your $50 bills?
I cannot tell a lie. You really suck.
The correct answer is Alexander Hamilton, who is on the $10 bill, was the first Secretary of the Treasury, but never President of the United States.
Hey, you got some more dead presidents in there?
No, just some dead secretaries of the Treasury.
All right, hit me. For your enjoyment, I've already showered once this millennium, and we got 3,000 bucks in the pot. Hey, are you one of those people who use those little pumice stone things in the bath, like to scrape your calluses and stuff? Well, see what you think of this. Which bath time activity most accurately describes the formation of pumice? The drain being clogged with hair, farting in the bathtub, the water rapidly changing temperatures, or slipping on soap? Pumice is formed by eruptions of gas bubbling up through molten rock. So does that mean cavemen used lava soap? Okay, pick a category.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
And I believe this one's called, Is That Virtual Pee on the Rug? I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Okay, if you're like me, you've already started smashing those virtual pet Tamagotchi gigapet thingies with a hammer. Considering what the prefix giga means, what would be a good ad slogan for Gigapet? It's a virtual plastic explosive pet. It's a virtual genius pet. It's a virtual pet to the 9th power. Or it's a virtual pooping pet. The prefix giga means 10 to the 9th power, or a billion. Category, please. This category is known as Hold Your Nose, You'll Just Think It's Spaghetti. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. If you're on a diet of worms, which diet plan are you probably using? Martine Heidegger's Diet Pills, John Wycliffe's Weight Watchers, Martin Luther's Deal-A-Meal, or John Calvin's Calorie Counter? The Diet of Worms was the get-together between Martin Luther and Charles V. Charles wanted Martin to recant his Protestant teachings. Of course, for fast weight loss, the church used to use even quicker diet plans. Okay, I need a category.
7, lucky 7.
May I introduce Francis Scott off-key? Looks like this one's going for $1,000. All right, suppose that at long last there's a video to go along with the national anthem. It displays visually what the lyrics in the song are describing. If the Star Spangled Banner's video were to be played backwards, which of the following would be the last thing you would see? The rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air, the dawn's early light, or twilight's last gleaming? The dawn's early light is in the second line of the song, so it would be the last thing you would experience. Well, on weekends, the dawn's early light is usually the last thing I experience. I need a category. Say hello to Unlucky and Stupid. This one can net you $1,000. So let me ask you something. Do you hate math? Too bad! Hope you know your cosine from your differential, kids. Here goes. How would you write the number we know is 13 in the Arabic decimal system? 1113, 14.072, or 1101?
Here's a little spending money.
Let's take a look at the right answer. Congratulations! Now you know as much math as your average 7-year-old. All right, hit me.
Aloha, question number 9.
Open wide. side and get ready for... Knave, you don't know a hogshead from a butt! And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Okay, you're probably playing this game to pile up a buttload of cash, right? Well, we know that a buttload is a lot, but as a standard unit of measurement, how much is a butt? 6 feet, 16 ounces, 36 cubic centimeters, or 126 gallons? A butt, usually used as a measurement of wine casks, is 126 gallons. And if your butt holds 126 gallons, do you get, like, special chairs made for you? Okay, pick a category. Hey, guess what? Now you can brag to all your friends that you've been part of a three-way. Okay, listen up. This is pretty simple. You're going to see a three-way like this one. If you buzz in when the correct member of the three-way is lit up, it's $1,000 in the bank. But be wary, it'll cost you $1,000 every time you buzz in and you're wrong. So, let's get it on. Category for this one is, it's his country, we only live in it. It's a three-way that Ross Perot will never be able to join no matter how much money he spends. This one's about presidents, Reagan, Bush, and Clinton. Time to bust a move. Good luck. Okay, that's all she wrote. I wonder how you did. Did you get a phone call in the middle of that one? Let's see what this lousy performance does to your score. Okay, either you finished round one or you have another round to go. You know, depending on how you look at these things. Every question in round two is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. Category, please.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
Pucker up for switch hitting for the harem. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, here's a bone for the 2 or 3 baseball fans left. Say Babe Ruth went to the Middle East to coach a baseball team. Considering Babe's famous nickname, how might he have been introduced to the team's owner? Sheik meet the Salim of 714, Sheik meet the Southpaw Sinbad, Sheik meet the Sultan of Swat, or Sheik meet the Sluggin' Saladin? Babe Ruth was nicknamed the Sultan of Swat. But of course, by the time Babe left the Middle East, he was known widely as the Falafel King. Okay, I need a category. Okay, give it up for non-stop flight to Hooterville. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Okay, listen up. Imagine there's a special reunion episode of Green Acres. The Douglases all come back home because the government is forcing them to sell their farm so it can build a Hooterville airport on the spot. What allows the government to do this? Pork barrel politics, eminent domain, primogeniture, or quid pro quo? Eminent domain basically gives the government the right to take whatever private property it needs as long as they compensate the owners. I waged a lawsuit about eminent domain once. Well, actually, I didn't. I just had this lawyer who wore a nice suit. Well, actually, he didn't, but his middle initial was M. I need a category. Now serving. This one takes brains. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Filmmaker George Romero is known for directing a series of zombie movies. If he were to make another, what would be the most appropriate title? Return of the Living Dead, Lunch Counter of the Living Dead, Touring with the Living Dead, or Early Evening of the Living Dead? The first three were Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead, so Early Evening fits right in there. If you ever gets to mid-morning coffee and donut break of the dead, it's time to start a new series. All right, hit me.
Ain't no love like number 14.
The selection is, truth is less interesting than soap operas. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Hey, what if Dawson's Creek actually took place in Dawson Creek? Considering where the real Dawson Creek is, which organization would most likely offer Dawson an after-school job? The Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, the French Foreign Legion, or Scotland Yard? Dawson Creek is in British Columbia, and so are the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. So stay tuned for a special episode where Dawson has to untie Joey from tracks before the train comes. Ooh, scary. Okay, pick a category.
"15th floor, lingerie, housewares, and useless trivia."
Shake hands with. I prefer calling him attractively challenged. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Considering the only crime for which he was convicted, how did Al Capone most likely get the nickname Scarface? Paper cuts from shredded tax forms, backfire from a machine gun, cuts from broken bootleg beer bottles, or burns from torching businesses?
Could we have the check, please?
Bet you wish you'd pick this. Al Capone was convicted and imprisoned for income tax evasion in 1931. It was only a matter of time till he got caught, really, with him counting bullets and bombs as deductions. Category, please. Well, mercy me. It looks like a dis or dat question. This dis or dat's category name is, There's a Little Bit of Good in Everyone. I'm going to read off the names of 7 movies featuring Rutger Hauer, and as each one comes up, I want you to tell me if Rutger plays a bad guy or a good guy. As each one appears on the screen, if Rutger plays a bad guy, hit the square. If he's a good Rutger, press the circle, and press the triangle button if you want to skip. I'll give you $1,000 for a right answer, but $1,000 off for each one you miss or any that you just don't get to. Alright, I'll start you off with 30 seconds on the clock. And we're off. Blade Runner, bad Rutger, good Rutger. The Hitcher. Lady Hawk. Nighthawks. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Blind Fury. This is it. Wanted, dead or alive. You got 4 right, you missed 3. Hard to be enthusiastic about that. Let's throw it into your total. Could be worse. Your score could be going down. In fact, it still might. Let's find out. Okay, I need a category.
Number 17.
This one likes to go by, oh yeah! Sit up straight, this one's worth $6,000. Say, have you noticed how they got all kinds of newfangled Kool-Aid flavors to appeal to the youngsters, like Mountain Berry? All kinds of berries. I think they even got Chuck Berry. Anyway, if the folks at Kool-Aid came out with a flavor called Newberry, inspired by the Newbery Award, what would it taste like? Artificially flavored toys, yummy children's books, delicious animated videos, or tasty children's music albums? The Newbery Award is awarded for excellence in the field of children's literature, so it would be book-flavored. Of course, my favorite flavor is the Judy Bloomberry. It's sweet, but has an aftertaste of pre-adolescent angst. I need a category. This little number's known as, my turn-offs include diarrhea. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Say you're feeling a little lonely, so you decide to rent one of those adult videos, but the stores always make me, so nervous. So, you grab the first one I saw. Upon watching the video, you find it's about a camper who drinks water from a stream and later gets cramps and frothy diarrhea. Considering the star's symptoms, what's the video called? Boogie mites, beaver fever, alpine rise, or tentpole tetanus? Giardia, a form of diarrhea spread by parasites, is commonly called beaver fever because beaver feces in streams is one cause. And let me tell you, I'll never rent that video again. I mean, hypothetically. All right, hit me. The category is Drill Me, Baby, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. You know what I love about Hunter's partner, Dee Dee McCall? She has the nicest smile. Well, suppose Hunter's partner, Detective Sergeant Dee Dee McCall, became a dentist. How would she notate her name? Dee Dee McCall DDS, Dee Dee McCall DSS, Dee Dee McCall DS, or Dee Dee McCall DD? Tasty. Dee Dee McCall DDS, the only dentist that people would want to visit. Okay, pick a category.
Question number 20.
Here we have tonight's news with cool graphics and ominous drums. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? Okay, first there was Watergate, then Irangate, then Nannygate. Yeah, you gotta love the clever media. Suppose the next White House controversy centers around improper tampering with the oldest surviving version of the complete Bible. What would the media label the new scandal? Boorgate, Crassgate, Rootigate, or Vulgate? Huh? Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. The oldest surviving version of the complete Bible is called the Vulgate. Apparently in that version, Jesus has his own independent council. Category, please. Looks like you've jacked before. Commit this clue to memory. It'll save your life someday. Hangin' with the wee folk. I don't know, there's something strange about having the words hangin' and wee in the same sentence, but I digress. Congratulations, my friend. You made it through an entire game by yourself and you came out on top. Not many people can say that, but I know plenty of people who can say,
You don't know Jack!
Very nice work, people. Let's get those commercials going. Raul, hon, we doing this again?
Well, look who made it onto the high scoreboard. Nice job. Big whoop. Enter your name. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, gosh, that's a pretty name. Hey, you're certainly not under any obligation to play another game, but we do have everything all set up. If you want one, it would not be a problem,
time to visit the Silver Lining Tarot Center, where every reading is one you can feel good about.
Hey, the butterscotch pudding card. That means 2 helpings of dessert tonight. Really?
Here at Silver Lining, you'll never see an unsettling tarot card because we've removed them all. Cups, wands, dead people on horses, all gone. Replaced with sunny, uplifting images the whole family can enjoy.
The card of smiling puppies. Wow!
Our readers provide you with accurate, ready-to-use information or your money back.
You won't notice any seats on the bus going home today, but there's one behind the lady in the blue parka.
Silver Lining Tarot Center, making the great beyond just a little bit greater.
Come on down to Buster's Bait Shop, where your grub and trawlers, one-stop bobbers, hooks and poles and nets and line. So if your son or pappy's wishing to do some bass or crappie fishing, come to Buster's and have a real good time.
Buster's Bait Shop. Master baiters since 1923.
This week on Zenora, Queen of Battle, Zenora and Janelle are captured.
I can't believe they tied us together like this.
We'll just have to writhe around until we can loosen these ropes.
And a lesson is learned.
You're a good friend, Janelle.
All on the next Zenora. This week on Zenora, Queen of Battle, a city is under siege.
Battle makes me so tense.
Here, let me rub your shoulders.
And hope is running out.
My breastplate is stuck.
Here, Zenora, let me help you.
All on the next Zenora.
How often do you think about the air you breathe? Oxygen, gas of life, or secret military death vapor? Tonight.
Ouch. Do your thighs sweat and chafe when you walk?
Yes.
Eliminate chub rub forever with the new cellulite lubricant, Cellulube. It'll grease up your flabby spots.
I used to be a supermodel, but now I sell embarrassing personal items. So, go buy it.
Why suffer painful sores and blisters when you wear hot pants? Slide through with Cellulube.
With Cellulube, my thighs don't stick together. I can even wear Daisy Dukes.
Hey, I have jock itch.
Get your own product, buddy.
Wait, I'll walk with you.
Ooh, your thighs are so slippery.
Don't let chub rub ruin your social life. If you have thunder thighs, you need Cellulube.
Hey, some new players. Thank God. Hey, everybody. We're going to take it from the top. Let's go.